Thank you, Madam Chair and Vice Chair. And in the interest of time, I'll go quickly, but I would like to make a statement because, as Senator Baldwin said, this has been a difficult exercise for us, but I think we've come up with a very good solution. So I want to thank you both for your leadership at the top of the committee, because we are proving that regular order is not just important, it is doable. And the fact that we are even considering this bill, perhaps more than others, proves that it can be done. The Labor H Appropriations Bill is one of the most difficult appropriations bill and is the largest non-defense discretionary bill. This is the first year that Senator Baldwin and I have worked together. We've worked together on many other issues, but she and her staff have just been a joy to work with, and I thank her for her steadfastness, her great ideas, and her willingness to reach agreement where it looked like maybe we were going to have a lot more difficulty. So I'm pleased to be able to present this bipartisan bill. While we each approach the bill differently, it was important to present a bipartisan result, including member priorities such as greater investments in biomedical research, pandemic preparedness, mental health, child care, education, workforce development, and efforts to combat the opioid epidemic. With the fiscal year 2024 Labor H bill, we were faced with a difficult fiscal reality than the last few years of almost across-the-board funding growth. This is the first bill since 2017 where we had to reduce spending on multiple programs. I appreciate, again, Senator Baldwin's help in determining priorities, deciding how best to allocate limited resources, and practicing restraint regarding new riders as we work towards a common goal. Our bill provides an increase of $943 million for the National Institutes of Health. This funding fills a hole in Cures funding from last year for the Cancer Moonshot, Brain Initiative, and the All of Us research program. We also provided targeted increases for research in specific areas such as Alzheimer's, and Senator Baldwin mentioned these, mental health, opioid abuse, cancer, including funding the Childhood Cancer STAR Act. Today's bill builds on our efforts to fight the growing prevalence of substance use disorder, particularly the opioid epidemic. People of all walks of life in my state's been particularly hard hit. From urban and rural areas, young and old, rich and poor, have been affected by opioid abuse. The bill provides $5 billion in funding for opioid treatment, research, prevention, and recovery programs. The bill takes a multi-pronged approach towards efforts to slow the opioid epidemic, including a $1.59 billion for the state opioid resource grants to address the opioid epidemic in ways that suit individual state needs, $2.50 for the substance use prevention and treatment block grant, $655.5 for the NIH helping to end addiction long-term, and the NIH HEAL initiative. The Labor HHS bill prioritizes our children, starting with early childhood education to ensure children are ready to learn when they enter school, and continue investments in students in high school and college to make sure they are prepared for jobs today and in the future. Specifically, we increased to $700 million for Child Care and Development Block Grant and $275 million increase for Head Start, both to support early childhood education. $175 million increase for Title I schools to support students in low-income schools. $175 million increase for IDEIA, which provides special education services for students with disabilities, and $250 increase to the $250 increase to the maximum Pell Award, for a total of $7,645 for the 24-25 school year. Finally, the bill continues all longstanding riders and includes no new controversial riders. Now I'm going to briefly re-thank the staff because I think we can't thank them enough. So on my staff, Lindsay Seidman, Ashley Palmer, Emily Slack, Tom Pfeiffer, Ann Tate Hall, J.T. Jazurski, Dana Richter, and Addie Basali. And on Senator Baldwin's staff, Mike Gentili, Mark Leish, Megan Mott, Catherine Tumajian, Kelly Brown, and Abby Laver. And to Clint Trujillo and Ben Hammond and the wonderful GPO team, Valerie Hutton, Elmer Barnes, Karen Thames, and Penny Miles. Genuine thanks to all of them. Thank you again to the chairs, and I look forward to seeing the passage of this bill. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Senator Baldwin.